And we're gonna do this thing called fast. 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 Yay! Hi everyone, I am on day 3 of my water fast. And I actually want to do a recap of days 1 and 2. Last night, day 2, sometimes my life is a musical and all I can do is sing. But today, I actually want to touch on some topics. I even jotted them down. So, let me drink my water. I'm drinking warm water. I feel so good. Why am I drinking warm water? Let's touch on this. It's very cleansing, reduces toxins, aids in digestion, it aids in weight loss as well, and it really helps with detox and cleansing you out as well, as far as you know, bowel movements. So before the water fast, I had started doing warm water with key lime and cayenne because that is a huge mucus buster, great for immunity, which is really important in where we are with our lives right now. So I decided to keep that up with drinking warm water. During the water fast, I've been drinking room temperature water. And I want to tell you that I think I watched a few water fasts, and one lady was adamant about drinking room temperature water. And I just want to tell you that I'm not hungry. I haven't had a day where I wanted to eat, or I haven't wanted food or anything like that. But I do have some things to tell you, and I'm going to tell you. So, recap of day 1. Day 1 was pretty good, except like early on in the day, probably about 11 or 12, my body, like my stomach was kind of sending a signal. It wasn't growling or anything, but it was just like this gnawing, like, what are we doing? Okay, you know we like to eat. Like, this is what we do. What are you doing? Because that's how my stomach was like, what are you doing? Like, we eat food. What are you're tripping right now? That's how my stomach was, and I was like, whatever. And I realized that how much food it took up my life. Not because I like food, you know, and I always now I think back, I would always hashtag eat to live. But I'm like, was I living to eat? Because food is a hobby for me. It's not just about eating. It's like, I love healthy food. So I research healthy food all day. I'm sharing topics on Raw Vegan Yumminess Facebook page. I'm sharing stuff on Instagram. I'm sharing pictures. I'm taking pictures of my food. I'm talking about it. I go to the grocery store. I love the grocery store experience, buying food, picking up it is my life. It is my day. So, and you as well, you might have something that takes up your life outside of work, but that was gone from my life. Like, there's no stopping by the store to pick up, things, or none of my routine was there. So I just was like, wow, I really, that became very adamant, apparent, clear to me during day 1. Day 2, I had a ridiculous amount of energy. I felt really good. I could not sleep last night. I had to pray. It was 5 or 6, God, I want to go to sleep. I had so much energy. I was singing, I was dancing. That's why when I did day 2, all I could do was sing, because sometimes my life is definitely a musical. This is true. So most people have regular words come out. Sometimes mine just comes out in song. So I had lots of energy, and it just feels wonderful. Like it feels like you're just flying. And so that's kind of like the recap. So now we're going to chit chat. I feel like, as far as fasting, for those of us who are believers in Christ, are Christians, you don't have to seek out being closer to God or hearing from God. It will happen. You have no distractions. You have no food. You're just there. It's like you unintentionally, you will receive clarity in your life. I got maybe the first night, and remember, this fast for me is different. I have no agenda. I'm not trying to lose weight. There's no pressure on myself. I'm not like, I need to hear from God. I'm just being. I'm being where I am at this moment. And I'm open to the greatness that is taking place in this moment. So it's like it's a different fasting experience. I'm just very open. And the first day, I got clarity on a show idea that I have that I need to do, my purpose, things like because you have no food or digestion, you're just open. And even if you're not a believer and, in God, there's a spiritual aspect to fasting. So you will hear from somebody. You'll be clear mentally. You will be mentally clear. But let me stay focused. Okay. Prior to the fast, about 6 weeks, I had been eating salads, lots of fruit, drinking green smoothies. Unintentionally, I did not know I was going to do a water fast. It's just something I chose to do, especially with the whole coronavirus thing taking place. I just wanted to make sure that I was eating as clean as possible and doing the best to make sure I created the healing environment for my body. So it was an easy transition into water fasting because I had already been eating clean so long, and it was just very easy. Okay, so I touched on that. Number 2, this will be, before I go into number 2, the second day I also had thoughts where I was like, this is boring. This is boring. I'm just drinking plain water. This is not fun. Because remember, like, I'm all into food and, put a little key lime in the water and all these things. I was like, this is boring. Like, it would be a miracle if I finished this fast. Not because I was hungry, but I was like, this is boring. But then it became, clear to me that that's what it's about. When you're not when you're not eating, the distractions are gone. So you're open to be clear and have a connection with whatever with God or whatever you believe in, but also other things. I was like, I had a huge urge to read Maya Angelou's book again, and I haven't read Maya Angelou's book in a long time. And I thought about all of the books I have that I have not finished. So it's like, I want to read more books. I want to, do those things. So it's boring because it's different. But it just allows you to focus more on the things that you haven't been able to focus. Or you can just rest. I have ridiculous energy, so I haven't got to that point where I'm just like, want to rest. So that leads me into number 2. Number 2, the first water fast that I posted on this page, I did not finish the fast. Okay? I started out that fast. That was a spiritual fast. So I did it because I wanted to hear from God. Well, if you remember the first 3 days of that fast, I did a dry fast. Then I did a water fast. Well, I got all my answers that I needed from God the first 3 days. So I didn't have a big enough why. So I literally was sitting in my car one day and I looked at the gallon of water on my passenger seat and I was like, this is boring. I'm ending my fast because I had gotten what I wanted out of it. This fast is different, and you'll have to look on day 1 to understand. This fast is important to me it's something I need to do. I've been knowing I need to do this, like inwardly. I need to do this for the past few months, and I just didn't have discipline to do it. But now I'm doing it. And although we're taking this one day at a time, this video, me checking in with you guys, is holding me accountable as well. But I'm very confident about this experience. I feel like it's something I have to do in order to embark upon the next season of my life. Where are we? Time is passing. Why is this different? Okay, I touched on the difference of this fast and the spiritual fast. This fast is more so, as I mentioned in day one, it's like the caterpillar going to the butterfly experience. It's like this point in my life, I'm at an intermission. We have 2 acts in our life, first act and second act. I'm in the intermission, and I believe wholeheartedly that I need this fast and to embark upon the next one. And I don't want to start and stop again. I don't want to do another water fast. I want to conquer it 40 days and move on to the next stage of my deep cleanse, detox that I have planned. But I want to do it, say that I've done it, and I can't afford to stop and start again. So, yeah. Yes, it feels wonderful. I mean, you just feel like it's like a heavenly experience. Like you just feel, I feel good, but you have to watch my other videos. I do have a fasting, I've been fasting, juice cleansing and all that for years. So I love it. I've done the work in life and nutritionally to be where I am now. So I love it. I feel great. I recommend it, as long as your doctor gives you the clearance. It is the most wonderful experience. I'm loving it. Now, mind you, I'm on day 3. So, if I'm on day 20 and I'm like, marijuana, Okay, but right now, I feel like heaven. Okay. You will, yes. When you're cleansing, you will meet yourself, whatever that may be. Whatever is deep inside of you, emotions, things that you need to face, you will meet it. You will. The second day, the first night, before I said I needed to read Maya Angelou's book, I don't know why. I had to watch her videos. It came out of nowhere. And hearing her story, it just really touched me. And I know her story, but it was just a different, I got emotional. I'm just going to say that. I got emotional hearing her voice. So yes, you will meet yourself and you will have to face and deal with whatever is inside that needs to be dealt with. Okay? Oh, this YouTube, you all do not, my videos prior to this fast are very, very professional and very, not showing all of my personality, but my Instagram page is very quirky, full of antics, nutritional information, but I'm very quirky. I'm fully my authentic self. I've had a journey. It's been a journey getting to this point, and I can't even hold myself back anymore. I'm just this is me. I sing, I dance, I'm passionate about health. This is who I am. I'm quirky, I'm random, I'm silly. And you more than likely will see that side of me because it happens. Oh yes. Day 1. I weighed myself. And remember I said I feel very free during this because I don't have any goals. I don't have any pressure on myself. I'm not trying to lose a certain weight, or I don't have any pressure. I know this is what I need to do, and I'm being in the moment, open to the greatness of it, and that's where I am. But I did weigh myself on the first day, and I took before pictures, and I will weigh myself on day 40, and I'll show you pictures before and after. So I did weigh myself, and when I weighed myself, the scale said, call me fat. The scale called me fat. I was like, you know what, scale? Screw you. You know why? Because I don't care that I gained weight. The reason why I say that is because I've been on a journey of life and I'm grateful for a few things. My mental health, I'm in my right mind, I have a healthy body, I have a roof over my head, a vehicle to drive, and I have joy, peace, calm, and happiness. That package is everything, and I fought for that package, and I will maintain that package. So if I have an extra love handles or extra cushion on me, I don't care, because I know that when you have your foundation together and you focusing on self-care and love, the weight will fall off. It's just a part of it, okay? And no stress. So we touched on that. Yay! We recap the days. I'm quirky. Day three, say what you wanna be. Thank you for joining me on my water fast journey. Shout out to the people who have chosen to join me. I'm going to write down the names so I can give them a shout out in the next video, because I don't want to butcher the YouTube names, but I appreciate you all. I appreciate your kind words. Thank you for watching, and keep it healthy. Stay inspired. Love yourself. Take care of yourself. Nurture yourself. Love on yourself. Love on yourself. And love on yourself. And love on yourself. And love on yourself, yeah, yeah. You gotta love on yourself. You gotta love